A tour of our first dinner in our home. So I'm gonna start with putting olive oil, you'll see, over my meat, which is just to help with the cooking, to kind of give it opportunity to stay moist as I am placing or applying heat towards it. Sometimes it's better to do this before so it can marinate, but I'm gonna start it here because this is just hey, this is what we're eating tonight. But yeah, that's what I'm doing here. So go in with my seasonings, what you just saw me do. Prior to me doing this, I'm gonna show y'all the picture, but my lamb chops was in a rack, so I filleted it, and then I had some chicken breasts, and I kind of cut them in quarters, and so I'm just seasoning this. What I'm preparing is gonna be a honey glaze, lamb chop over rice, and then the alternative is the pan-seared chicken. And it's gonna be thinking about lemon pepper, but I'm really just thinking about, I don't know, a garlic. I don't know. We're gonna see, and then when I figure it out, I'm gonna tell y'all. Just so y'all know, it's off the muscle. No recipe, just things, taste buds, things that I know would go together, cooking styles that I know would kind of benefit the taste that I'm looking for. So sometimes you can look up a recipe to kind of be your base, because sometimes I do look up a small recipe and then I'll just kind of like, you know, make sure that's the direction that I want to go, and then I'll kind of put my own based on my liking to how I like my food. The recipe I looked up, it said rosemary, but I really don't like rosemary. So all of my stuff is new, and hey, they had me that. Crazy part is I moved, right? The day I got my keys, I got to do like one night here, and then I had to travel back to my hometown. So all of my stuff is new. So most of it, some of it, stuff that I didn't already have that I just, cause some seasons I had on the road, but things that I had to add, they're new. So you may see a lot of time. Something like this may not, it doesn't take a lot of time to actually prep. If you prep the day before, it's sometimes better because your food, it has the opportunity to actually marinate. Marinate is good because it just kind of fills in the taste. So, you know, I have to really overdo things, but I'm using oregano, and it's really not a alternative for rosemary. Oregano, thyme, rosemary, they usually like work good together. So I'm not gonna, my herbs like this, I really like more of cooking, putting it on here, like as far as when they're cooking. So I'm just gonna put a little sprinkle here, not too much. If you're a person where you feel like you want it fine, go ahead, take like a little knife, you know, chop it up. I'm really not that deep with it. I love everything from the earth. So when it cooks down, it's gonna cook down the same way. It's gonna go down the same way. If it's a little dark, I'm gonna try to find a little better lighting. Aiden, come get these keys from him. And I'll show you what I mean later by I like cooking with these in the actual pan that I'm gonna use. Just because it gives it a good stop. Hey, stop, no. Go sit down, get your tablet. Get your tablet, Dada. What? Oops. You have to excuse me. You'll see a lot of this background cleaning. I was always taught to clean as you go just because it helps do a lot of things like avoid cross-contamination with your food. Also, it helps with your after cleaning that you're going to be responsible for when you're done preparing your meal. So, clean. Go, Aiden, come put his something on for him. Aiden, can you have me one of those trash bags too? Right here. There you go. And then stuff there. I'm just gonna get some slices. Cut it in quarters. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this in quarters. The other half that you see, I'm just gonna save this for a bit later. You'll see why. And if you didn't know, I was preparing this for my honey glazed sauce, addition to strawberries, and you'll kind of see a little bit later. This is just the base, really. Yeah, that's my love. What? I'm gonna go ahead and start with some butter, get it melted so that the pan doesn't burn my fruit.
Broccoli and shit, you heard?
Although this was packaged in a bag, it did come out the produce area, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a rinse before I start preparing it. Here, I'm just gonna go ahead and split the actual clusters, just to make more. Also, just so that it can cook better, cooks all evenly. And I'm really only going to steam this, so I'm going to put a little bit of water at the bottom. The base of my glaze is ready. My broccoli is ready. Oil, rice. Going to begin my pan searing of my lamb chops. I'm looking for that sound, the sound, the beautiful sound. Me, what I learned best about cooking any meat, when you're pan searing it, it's good to just constantly, move it around. Make sure it's fully coated with the juice agent or the oil that you're using to cook it in, just so that it can stay moist. It's not getting cooked on one side or the other. Here I'm removing my lemon peels and my strawberry Royce so that my glaze can be free of any impurities. I'm going to add some butter just for the other ingredients. Rice is halfway. Lamb chops are just beautiful. My chicken, I went ahead and added it with some butter, thyme, lemon. They're ready for the glaze. Just a little bit of butter here just to keep it moist so it doesn't dry out, add a little bit more sauce. And while I'm doing this, we're still going to focus on cleaning. So my baby, he's in the background cleaning my actual plate for me so I can put the chicken. And yeah. I'm going ahead, and these are my other ingredients I was mentioning for my glaze, which is soy sauce, also Worcestershire sauce, I don't really know how to pronounce it. It's not the way to pronounce it, but that's how I'm gonna say it. You can go how you want to, but you know what I mean. But this is what's being added to the base of my sauce to kind of add, dumb down the sweetness. It'll give it a little sweet and tart, just combination of things. You just kind of go with what you want to go with. And then again, just make sure you are rotating your meat as it's pan-searing. So again, one side is not getting done more than the other. Here, when you have thick pieces of meat, you want to check the inside before you pulling it so that you're not making yourself or whoever you are feeding sick. And you want to do it with all of them, all pieces of meat that's thick like that. So I'm removing my chicken to free my pan so I can go ahead and start working on my final sauce glaze. I'm going to start with this half of the ingredients because this is more focused on the more savory side. And I'm adding garlic, onion powder, oregano, pepper. And I'm just going to add my strawberry and lemon mixture along with this. I also added brown sugar as well to the strawberry, lemon, soy sauce, Worcestershire. And then I'm just adding a little bit more here just so that I can have enough when I go ahead and combine it. I'm also going to add some thyme here. This is what I was telling you. I like to cook it in the pan because it helps with the stock, gives it more flavor. And then I'm going to go ahead and add that other half of lemon juice that I told you I was saving. This is what it was for. This is the later. Make sure you remove seeds. You don't want seeds in your sauce. You don't want nobody eating seeds. But yeah, I'm going to squeeze in the other half here. And then I'm just going to add my lamb chops here and let them cook down. If you want the sauce so that you have over the rice, don't simmer it down as much as I did. I really just didn't want the sweet sauce. I thought it was going to be sweet, but I didn't want it over my rice. So don't simmer it down this much if you do. Or you can kind of add more butter. And then I also added honey. Just so that you're not really relying too much on sugar. You're getting it artificial sweetness from natural ingredients. So, yeah. And again, make sure you are cleaning in between. It is very important. It is the most important or how your food is going to taste. Like, you want to make sure you are cleaning in between. And then this is just my base for my cheese sauce. It's for my broccoli that you see me have fully steamed. And I did add some garlic and pepper to it, to cleaning. Can't stress that enough. Cannot stress that enough. Clean. Just so you think I'm not exaggerating, like you really just want to clean. But really, I just have less pots and plants and stuff. But really, you still should just clean no matter how much you have. But anyways, this is my cheese block that I'm going to use. I already felt like I was going to have a lot of flavors with the lamb chops, the chicken. So I didn't want to do too crazy with 2 flavor cheese, but just natural, sharp cheddar. So it have a nice little taste. With the sharp cheddar cheese, I added the butter you saw, and then I am going to cut half of my block here to melt down. And the reason I'm going to cut half of it is just for the melting process, combination process, because I am going to also combine to the half of this mixture of butter and cheese. I'm going to combine actual whipping cream. And then I'm just cutting. I'm sorry. I just washed my knife. The actual fork, so I can go ahead and you see me cut in kind of rectangles. I'm going in here and cutting them down. Yeah, so it could just be mixed good. But yeah, here's what I'm telling you. I'm gonna add the whipping cream. Just because this first half has melted down. Again, all my stuff is new. Please excuse me, but I am adding the whipping cream there and heavy whipping cream, original. And I'm also just gonna add a little bit of pepper, as well as a little bit of salt. You'll see here in a minute, just to give a little bit of taste. You don't want to overdo it. Like I said, I already have a lot of the taste. But I'm cutting the other half, and I'm going to do the same thing. Rectangles, going to go in with my knife and my fork and split them up so it can mix well. And then that's my final meal. Broccoli and cheese, honey-glazed lamb chop, pan-seared chicken over rice. And I just love these plates for my babies. It was the exact portion they needed to eat all their food. Let you see. It's good, Dada? Huh? Good? Let's see. You making a mess. Get your chicken in your hand. Mess. Is it good though?